Hello YouTube, welcome back. It's now part 2 of my final DVD update for 2016. So, let's continue. In the month of October, I bought a bunch of new DVDs and Blu-rays. And on Amazon.com, got the Blu-ray release of the Giant Killer Ant movie, Them, released by Warner Brothers back in 1954. I believe this is... yeah, it's in widescreen. DVD was just full frame, but now it's in widescreen. And then, also from Amazon, Slaughter Hotel, starring Klaus Kinski and Rosalba Nari. It's about mental institution for rich women. Somebody's going around killing the women. And this DVD's got a bunch of bonus features. Lady Frankenstein's Memoirs, which is 18 minutes of Rosalba Nari being interviewed about her whole career. And then Asylum of Fear, which runs 15 minutes. Then 2 minutes of deleted scenes. Fully illustrated booklet. And new HD transfer from original 35mm negative, digitally restored, newly and improved English subtitle translation and trailer. And you have the option of watching this mainly in English, but there's some parts that were never dubbed into English, so it goes into Italian for some parts, and then you have to rely on English subtitles. And then I bought the Twilight Zone Essential episodes, put out by Image Entertainment. 2 DVDs. Let's see. Yeah, 17 of the best episodes, and then bought a Sinister Cinema DVD-R of Feast of Satan. It's got Teresa Gimpera, who was in Crypt of the Living Dead. And then, back in October from Shout Factory, I bought mainly some more Blu-rays. I bought one PG drive-in horror flick that I remember from my childhood, The Boy Who Cried Werewolf, and then a 60s cult horror film, sort of a suspense thriller, I Saw What You Did, starring Joan Crawford. And then the collector's edition of the Brian De Palma film version of Stephen King's Carrie. And this one's 2 discs. The first disc contains the movie in a new 4K scan of the original negative. But it looks like most of the bonus features are on the second disc. And some of these extras on here are brand new for this Blu-ray release, while some are carried over from the old MGM DVD release. And then one film that Shout Factory only has rights to release or to sell as a DVD, Canadian drive-in movie, Cannibal Girls. and there is a Blu-ray of this, but you have to order it from Canada because only a Canadian label in Canada has Blu-ray rights to it. Oh, and this film stars Andrea Martin from TV's SCTV, and then Eugene Levy is in this one. I believe he was an American. Oh, he also was in SCTV, but I believe he was in the American Pie movies here in the States. Then in October, I also bought a couple Blu-rays from BestBuy.com. First one that Mill Creek put out of films they licensed from Sony. 2 William Castle films, a double feature, 13 Ghosts and 13 Frightened Girls, and there's no extras. It just has the 2 movies in anamorphic widescreen and in HD. And then a Blu-ray DVD combo pack from Vinegar Syndrome of Count Dracula's Great Love, starring Paul Naschy. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to get this, but it was Halloween time, and Halloween, I always think about Bela Lugosi as Count Dracula, and even though I don't think Paul Naschy made the greatest Dracula, not nearly as good as Christopher Lee or Bela Lugosi. Always liked him better as the Wolfman in those Spanish werewolf movies, but this is a decent little movie. And then sometime back, it was either late October or early November, I pre-ordered a bundle pack Code Red releases from Diabolique DVD. Terminal Island, starring Tom Selleck, would later be on Magnum PI, and then Stigma, which Code Red had recently, or I guess a couple of years ago, they had released this on DVD. This movie about a deadly outbreak of venereal disease. And then the Blu-ray of Group Marriage, starring Claudia Jennings and Victoria Vetri. And then Working Girls, which features a very young Cassandra Peterson before she became known as Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, but this one also stars B-movie actress and belly dancer Laurie Rose. And that's all the Code Red ones I got from Diabolique. Then I ordered 2 more Vinegar Syndrome titles that I wasn't sure if I really wanted to own, but this one's got Cameron Mitchell and the actress from Firecracker, blonde-haired actress, Gillian Kestner. And this is also called Kung Fu Cannibals, but it's better known as Raw Force, which is probably the better title, but this does have some killer flesh-eating zombies in it, and there's martial arts. And then another one, Vinegar Syndrome one I ordered from Diabolique, The Mothers, starring Jeannie Bell, who is in TNT Jackson. this one was filmed in the Philippines, I believe. I believe both of these were filmed in the Philippines. Let's see if they have the same director. No, they don't. But Vic Diaz is in this one. He was in a lot of Filipino drive-in movies, so most likely that was filmed in the Philippines. And then wait a minute, I've got, yeah, here we go. 3 Kino Lorber Redemption Jess Franco horror flicks. One on Blu-ray only, The Demons. And it's in French and German with optional English subtitles, so it doesn't have any English audio, which was a disappointment to me. And then, for the first time in the US on a legit home video release, it's one that was never put out in US movie theaters, Jess Franco's Daughter of Dracula. This one had been bootlegged a bunch of times. Now it finally gets an authorized DVD and Blu-ray release, but so far I've only gone for the DVD since I never owned this one. And then Jess Franco's Exorcism. And this is one that went straight to home video in the US, that Charles Band released onto home video either in the late 80s or early 90s. But he released it as in its alternate cut as Demoniac. Then I have a handful of DVDs I ordered from oldies.com back in November, when one of Oldies Alpha Video releases the double feature Night Train to Terror and The Thirsty Dead. And Night Train to Terror, Vinegar Syndrome also did a DVD Blu-ray combo of, and then they released The Thirsty Dead as part of the DVD drive-in double feature disc set. And then here's one that another oldies.com alpha video released, Bizarre Cartoons of the Past. It's all public domain cartoons. And then here's another double feature from alpha video, oldies.com, Revenge of the Venus Flytrap. This is one that went straight to home video for its release in the US. It was one seems to be done in the Philippines, or maybe in Japan, I don't know. And then the other film in the year 2889 is a made-for-TV remake of Roger Corman's The Day the World Ended, but this one's in the year 2889's one of those Larry Buchanan made-for-TV remakes of those 50s Roger Corman AIP films, but these made-for-TV remakes were done in the 60s and in color. Okay, something is wrong with this case. It's all dented. Then 2 Blue Underground Spanish horror films in those Blind Dead Templar films, The Ghost Galleon, which was released in the US as Horror of the Zombies. This is part 3 of the Blind Dead movies, and then the last of the Blind Dead movies, Night of the Seagulls. And so far these haven't had any Blu-ray releases in the US, just DVD. And then one's a 20th Century Fox Cinema Archives DVD-R, the film that hasn't had a DVD release before, or Blu-ray, Hand of Death, starring John Agar. It doesn't say how long this runs, but I think this only runs like 62 minutes long. Or it says it runs 60 minutes from 1962. 16 by 9 letterbox, so it's anamorphic. That's all from oldies.com right there. Those Jess Franco from bestbuy.com, more bestbuy.com. Code Red and Vinegar Syndrome from Diabolique, and then a bunch of mixed ones I ordered off of Amazon.com, and then some Shout Factory, Scream Factory titles direct ordered from shoutfactory.com. And then for the last of my stuff, a few more I ordered from two different websites. Kino Lorber Redemption Films, Mario Bava's Hatchet for the Honeymoon on Blu-ray, which I ordered from Amazon.com, and then an Alpha Video Oldies.com DVD double feature that I got from Amazon. The Prime Time paired with Flaming Teenage, and Prime Time's a very early Karen Black film directed by Herschel Gordon Lewis. It's a really sleazy, beatnik film. And then one more I got from, well, a couple more I got from Amazon. Something Weird Video Image Entertainment Special Edition DVD of Wrestling Women USA paired with Pin Down Girl, which is also called Racket Girls. So it's two movies, Wrestling Women USA and Pin Down Girl, aka Blonde Pickup and Racket Girls, and this has a bunch of extras on there. And then one I didn't know was out on DVD already. It's another one of those Warner Archive-like DVD-R releases from MGM's limited edition collection, Spellcaster. It's one of those Charles Band Empire Pictures films that MGM has rights to now, but Charles Band, I guess, still has a videotape copy of it since he's been streaming a full-frame version on his full-frame entertainment thing. And then the last two I have to show off for 2016, two Criterion 2-disc special edition DVDs. They're both cult movies. Valley of the Dolls, based on the novel, stars Patty Duke, Barbara Parkins, and the late great Sharon Tate. And then Russ Meyer's film that was originally supposed to be a sequel, but it's more, I guess, a reworking of Valley of the Dolls beyond the Valley of the Dolls. Where this one's about three young actresses who start taking pills, or popping pills. In this film we've got three female rockers going to Hollywood and getting on drugs and getting all into sex. And this one's, yeah, both of these have a bunch of extras, but I got these two on sale from BarnesandNoble.com. So that is it for my DVD updates for 2016. Thanks for watching, and have a happy New Year.